everyone, it's another lovely morning here in London. And on the way to my sketching location today, I see these afternoon tea double-decker buses. They're very interesting. I've never seen them elsewhere before. And here's also the Harry Potter buses. So have you been on these buses in London before? Just let me know in the comment section. So today, me and my mom are visiting the Buckingham Palace. Yeah, there are a lot of people, looking from the outside, and I think there was a ceremony before we came. Probably because it's a Sunday. There are a lot of people, around the Buckingham Palace. And it's kind of hard to find a quiet spot to sketch a good view of the palace and the memorial. So at last, I found a quieter spot on the edge of a lawn area. So I started drawing the memorial first and the crowd gathering around it. So including people for these world-famous monuments is pretty important to suggest how grand these buildings and monuments are. And tiny people in the far distance is actually pretty easy to draw, and I spend an average 3 to 5 seconds to get each one done. And the key is to not draw the head way too big in the beginning. Keep them really, really tiny. Now, I'm starting to use very simple lines and shapes to construct the major sections of the palace. So when drawing a huge building like this, try not to get caught up into details way too early. Focus on the larger shapes and major structures. And then after that, you can start to use the summarizing attitude to get the pattern of windows and doors in. So for this palace, the pattern of windows is very stable. So just 2 rows of windows laid out on 2 horizontal lines. Now I'm drawing more people, and then this terrace on the right side, trees behind. And these trees canopies are looking kind of furry now because I think the leaves are starting to sprout. And now I want to draw some foreground people to, suggest a sense of depth and to invite the viewers into the scenery even better. Yeah, so as always, I'm using my short-term memory to draw this man who, showed up and disappeared in about 5 seconds. And here's the look of my finished drawing. It took me about 40 minutes. Now I'm ready to paint watercolors using my Daniel Smith's watercolors in the Art Toolkit palette and my Holbein water brushes. So I just wetted the sky area using clear water, and then just using manganese blue, diagonal brushstrokes to suggest the three-dimensionality of the sky. So if you look at the cloud patterns in the sky, especially higher in the sky, the clouds are usually laid out in diagonal ways, not that straightforward. And after painting the sky, I'm doing underpainting for the palace using diluted yellow ochre. So the exterior of the palace is not white nor gray. It's actually a bit warm yellow, especially when the sun is shining. I'm using the mix of Indian yellow and yellow ochre to paint the angel, statue, and burnt umber to shade the right side because I think the sun is on the left. Same for these smaller figures. Now I'm using the mix of yellow ochre and burnt umber to shade these edges on the palette, following my observation and feelings. So in between the pillars, it's obviously a pretty shaded area. This is still the mix of burnt umber and yellow ochre. And painting shadows for these people. Yeah, again, I think the sun is on the left. Shadows are on the right. So I'm using the mix of cobalt blue with imperial purple to paint the shadows and intensify these shaded areas in between the pillars. And behind the statue of Queen Victoria is the dinted area, so it's very shaded. So the painting of this scenery doesn't need as much time as the drawing. It was very relaxing to do. Now I'm painting the outfits for these people. And here's the look of my finished sketch on location at Buckingham Palace. So me and my mom are continuing to feel super grateful for the good weather that we have these days in London. And now we took the bus to Lyceum Theatre in the central part of London to watch the Lion King show, which is really popular. It was a really magnificent show. We really enjoyed it. And today's our last day in London before we move on to other nearby cities. And I really want to sketch the Big Ben Tower close up. And there were no benches nearby, so I had to, sketch it standing up, using a bike as a support of my sketchbook. So the overall structure of Big Ben Tower is like a rectangular prism. And the left side is pretty foreshortened. So after blocking in the big sections of the tower, I'm starting to draw the windows and suggesting the layers of floors. And drawing the contour outline of the side wing. And I think this part is the Houses of Parliament. And I want to include this foreground tree. Yeah, because layers of depth is always important in urban sketching. Drawing some people to suggest how grand the tower is. And yeah, so the windows on this tower, they're fitting inside these very narrow slits. And I think I need to move on to painting pretty soon. The lighting condition is changing because it's getting dark. Here's the look of my finished line drawing. And now I'm painting the sunset sky using the pretty common sunset colors of yellow, orange, and pink. The colors are very subdued in this situation, so I'm using very diluted versions of these colors. And the blue in the sky is looking much more muted compared to regular daytime. So I'm using mostly cobalt blue, mixing a little bit of manganese blue into it. Now I'm using diluted yellow ochre to paint the base color for the Big Ben Tower. Wet into wet a bit of orange because the lights are on, illuminating the tower. And continuing to use yellow ochre and a bit of orange to paint the Houses of Parliament. Using burnt umber to paint the roof. And some luminosity on those smaller towers. And I think I need more weight for the sketch. Just adding some heavier burnt umber for that foreground tree. Balancing with the Big Ben Tower. Now I'm shading these edges on the tower using cobalt blue with a little bit of imperial purple. And you can mix cobalt blue into your brown to make your browns even more shaded for the tree. Here's the look of my finished sketch. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Happy Easter. I'll see you around in the next vlog video very soon. Bye.